Hey, welcome back to the Engineer Channel. Today I bring you my new hunting rig, the 2005 Toyota Tacoma. Chevrolet did me dirty. Y'all know that I ordered a new Chevy on February the 20th. Here it is, almost December. Still no truck. They're telling me you may have to take a 2024 model before you get one. I gotta have a truck. So look what I got. Come on back, let me tell you all about it. So this is a 2005 Toyota Tacoma, and I put forth this to you. This is the last plain Jane pickup truck that you can buy. Why are automotive manufacturers not making these cars anymore? 4-cylinder engine, manual transmission, manual seats, 0 options. The only options I have on this had a CD player, has power steering, and has air conditioning. That's it. Tell me an option and I'll tell you if I got it or not.
Steering wheel controls. Yeah, I don't got it. Cruise control. Don't got it. Heated seats. Heated steering wheel. Yeah, I don't got that. Navigation. No. Fog lights? Running lights? Fog lights? No. Running lights? Yes, we have running lights. I think it's required by law, though. Power windows? No. We have roll-up windows. Old school. Power door locks? No. We have this. Remote control key fob? No. I got a key. That's it. Push button start. Yeah, if you push this button in and turn it, it starts. Automatic transmission? No, we got a manual, but I prefer it. USB charging? No. Bluetooth? No. Automatic garage door opener built in? Yeah, I don't got that either. Defrosting windows? No. Backup camera in the mirror? No, I don't have that. Aluminum wheels? Nope, I got steel wheels. Don't even have the center caps on them. Lane assist? No. How about mirrors so you can put on your make? No, we don't have mirrors. No, none of that. Air conditioning vents that adjust. One button does up, down, left. No, you got one button that goes up and down, one button that goes left and right. No combo buttons there. Electric seats? Massaging seats? No. Outside temperature sensor to tell you how cold it is? No, I don't have that. You just put your hand on the window, and if it's cold outside. If it's hot outside. Auto darkening mirror? No, I don't got that. Rain sense wipers? No, I don't got that. But of all the things I don't have, let me show you what I do have. So we do have the old 5-speed manual transmission. Got a couple of ports here for your, adapters and things. Air conditioning controls. This has a clock on it. That's all. Hazard light. I do have a radio with a CD player. CD player doesn't work, so I'll plug this into it. And I'll show you how that works here in just a second. One glove box, roll up windows, manual seats, just slide forwards and backwards. Cup holders in the doors. So I've got cup holders in both doors. But that's about it. Look, no buttons over here. Got lots of places for things, but none of them. Okay. You got a clutch start cancel. You can push the button there to where it'll start without the clutch being in, so you can start it like if you're in neutral. On the gauge cluster, about as plain as it gets. I got a tack, a speedo, and a fuel gauge. That's it. Do have 2 cup holders. If you want to adjust, it's highly adjustable. You can go from here to over here. No, you can't. And this being the single cab, you do have a little lever back here, and I can tilt the cab the seat forward. And I've got your jack and a couple things you can put back there, and I've got a little gun rack back there. That's about it. So I think that there is still a ton of demand for these little trucks. It's a small truck. It has a 2.7 liter 4-cylinder engine. It's unkillable. This one has 197,000 miles on it.
still runs like a top. It has the original clutch still in it. Why do they not make these trucks anymore? People are lining up. Look at the Ford Maverick, the smallest truck on the market today. Ford can't make enough of these trucks. Why did they quit making these trucks? Just a plain Jane truck. It has a bed on it. It has a little 5-speed manual transmission, a 4-cylinder, gets 25 miles to the gallon. Parts are dirt cheap. It's unkillable. I don't understand it. Do y'all? And when I bought this little truck, it came with a Lear camper. Yes, the top of it is terribly faded from the sun. It's 15, 17 years old. But I've got an appointment next week to get all that kind of repainted, get the top repainted, get it fixed where it doesn't rust. But the whole bed on these trucks, the entire bed, is composite plastic. It's not metal. It won't even rust. That can't rust. They had a terrible problem with the frames on these. But I live in Texas. This one has 0 rust on the frame anywhere. And so if you're down here in the South, you're pretty much okay on the rust issue. If you're up in the North where they're salting the roads, man, the salt was just murder on these little trucks. But such a simple deal. This is the short bed, single cab. This is as simple as it got. This was the simplest truck you could have bought. And I challenge you to go find one. You want to find something interesting, get on Facebook Marketplace, get on Craigslist, get on eBay, try and find one of these. Try and find a 5-speed Toyota 4-wheel drive. This one is 4-wheel drive, little mini truck like this, in good shape, and try and find one for under $10,000. All you're going to find is some dogs. There's not, and that's it. There's just none of these for sale. These things are becoming super hard to find. And people that do have them aren't turning them loose. I ordered a new truck, but I'm considering canceling it, Chevrolet, and just driving this. What the heck? It does everything I need to do. I can go off-road. I don't have to worry about it in the bushes and the sticks and the beating it up. I bought this truck for $8,000, and I think it's an amazing amount of value. Let's go for a ride, and I'll show you a few things. All right, so let's go for a little ride in the Toyota. Let's see if she'll start up. Of course it will. It's unkillable. Okay. So there's something about driving a 5-speed manual transmission car, or just any manual transmission car, that makes you feel connected to the driving experience. You're a part of the vehicle. You can tell what it's doing. Now these little Toyotas, one of the things was that only every gear except for first and reverse is synchronized. So every other gear is synchronized except for first and reverse. And sometimes it can be a little bit finicky about getting into first gear, but really all you have to do is let your foot off the clutch, push it in one more time, and it'll slip right in. So once you learn the little tricks to driving one of these, it's really just the smoothest running little truck you can get. It shifts great, and it runs down the road, 75 miles an hour, no problem. Took it hunting this week, off in the sand, 4-wheel drive, and it goes through anything you point it at. It's just so light that it floats across any kind of sand or anything. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention one thing. Traction control? Yeah, we don't got that. We do have ABS, anti-lock brakes, because, well, it's required by federal law. But does that count as an option? We have that. But about 25 miles to the gallon is what you're getting here, so this beats the heck out of my Chevrolet, which got 14 average in-town highway over its lifetime with a 6.2 liter in it. Here's another thing. Courtesy blinks, you want to just move over. You remember in the Chevrolet, you can just bump and it'll give you 3 blinks. If you just bump this one, it just goes blink, blink. Doesn't give you a whole blink. So I don't have that option. So, but anyway, other than that, it rides great. It drives good. The 4-wheel drive is a little bit stiffer. The suspension is a little bit stiffer than a 2-wheel drive. But, you're not going to win any races, but this is not a drag race vehicle. Makes about 135 horsepower, the little 2.7 liter inline 4-cylinder. And like I said, this one's got 197.7 on it, so almost 198,000 miles. On the original clutch, I asked the guy that had it before me. He said, no, this is the original clutch. I've never changed it out. I'm like, how can that possibly be that this lasts this long? Clutch doesn't slip. It runs good. I don't know. But anyway, for me, I'm enjoying driving this. And if you have one of these and you know how to drive a standard, you know, you use the engine like I'm doing now to slow down, you gear down. You hardly ever wear the brakes out because you don't use them very much. They're lightweight. The tires last much longer because the truck is so much lighter. It's the insurance is super cheap. The insurance for this is like $47 a month for full coverage. And so why would you drive something more expensive? I don't get it. Anyway, Toyota, Nissan, you guys that make little trucks, even Chevy and Ford make little trucks. Make a plain Jane 4-cylinder, 5-speed manual transmission car. I don't think you can buy a manual transmission vehicle other than like a Corvette or something. You know, there's no trucks that I know of that are made with a manual transmission anymore, other than like, you know, a 550 or some, you know, big work truck. But as far as I know, all of the small trucks that are being made now are 6-cylinder engines and automatic transmissions. It's like Americans are too dumb to drive a manual transmission, so we're not going to make those anymore. Why not? So it's so much more fun to drive these little vehicles anyway. I'm enjoying driving this little truck, and I may cancel my order for my $70,000 truck and just drive this. It just makes no sense. It's not the most comfortable thing to travel in, though. This bench seat, not the world's greatest. So for a traveling vehicle, I need something a little nicer than this. But for going to the deer lease, going hunting, running around town, doing chores, where I'm not afraid to bang it around, this is it. So I hope you enjoyed the tour of my little Toyota. And automotive makers, if you're out there, if you're listening, make some more of these. This is crazy that you quit making these. Why did you do this? Anyway, I'll see you next time here on the Engineer Channel. My daughter couldn't resist putting an N on there.